Hey guys, Bill Jordan here again, 411 telling and selling. Now every stories have different points, you know. Starts off, you go on an adventure, but then it comes to a point you get, you know, there's some type of conflict, there's a kick in the stomach or something, there's a betrayal, and you feel down. You know what I mean? Like you think you're doing a good job, you think you're on the right path, and all of a sudden, poof, you're kicked in the stomach. The wind's taken out. Oh, I feel bad. You know? No, you know, I'm sure that happens to you too. It's happening to me right now. I'm telling my story, telling yourself. And so, like, what do you do? I mean, how do you navigate through that? Well, over time, I've realized that it's just a passing fancy. You know, like energy keeps flowing. You know, it changes, it shifts from one side to another. You know, in our dualistic society, we look at that in terms of good and bad. You know, but really, it's just part of the whole process. You know, some people say you can't have the good without the bad. But what does good and bad mean? It's a relative term. But I know in our moralistic, judgmental society, we know what's good and we know what's bad, right? Yeah. Well, we don't really know. That's just what society says. Okay. But getting back to this thing about being in the throes of betrayal or something that makes you feel bad, how do you handle it? What do you do? Well, you could tell your story, right? You could tell your story right out of that bad situation, right? You could tell, what are you going to do next? Well, what comes now, someone comes in and says, hey, man, I want you to paint 1 million paintings for me, and you charge me $1 million for each one. How about that? Okay? You can change, as they say, change the charge by telling your story. You can write the story any way you want. Think about the power you have. Not only as a visual artist storyteller, but as an oral storyteller. And for those people who are not visual guys, by telling your story the way you want it, you're the best. You're the greatest. Muhammad Ali was telling the story the way he wanted it. Think about that, man. And I'm sure in training camps, he had a lot of days when he was like not feeling it, but that story says, I'm the greatest. Keep on working. All right? So there you go, guys. You know, tell your story through the rough times. Tell your story through create good times. Tell the story you want to have for your love, your success, your happiness, whatever you want. Tell the story. And of course, to tell your story the best way, call me 201-790-3368. That's Bill Jordan, 201-790-3368. Remember, telling is selling. Peace out.